Eight Eyes is like this sort of Castlevania knockoff with a little bit of Mega Man, like a very inkling of Mega Man put in. So the real distinctive thing about here is that Orin, or is that your guy's name? Yeah, Curtis and Orin. So Orin is just vanilla, like Simon Belmont knockoff wannabe with a little stick that sucks, can't hit shit. But the real cool thing was Curtis, and then Curtis could actually be controlled by a player too. And Curtis is the Raven, or Falcon. It's a Falcon, KDR. It's not a Raven. All right, get your terminology right. And so you could make you could get off of Orin's back, and then you can like fly up and down, and like pretty much all you damn do is look for these like hidden things, because any of those blocks could be like a hidden thing with a goodie in it. And so and it's up to Curtis, fucking slow floppy ass, to go down there, hit every damn little thing, and there could be a guy. And then half the time what happened is Curtis, is he gets up there, and then he hits these stupid knights, they just whoop his ass. He just takes all this damage because he hasn't got good control at all over his shit. And it's particularly bad right here where I'm playing by myself, and then so I'm like Orin and Curtis together. This is your key differentiating factor that's going to separate it from other games, and it feels fucking awful to play. It's freaking miserable. And so you're like force somebody to be player 2. You're forced to be Curtis, and my dad would be Orin, and I spent hours and hours and hours as fucking Curtis, poking the enemies. And when you get to the bosses, they're super freaking hard if you don't have that white ball that freezes them for a second. But you have to, like, if you look at the meter up there, you'll see the reds and blue lines on the meters. Those are like a cap off. So you try to find the hidden items that increase your cap, and then you try to get your item meter up, and then you want to the maximum. And so you want to make sure you fight the boss with like all your life for Curtis, all your life for Orin, and your maximum life bar, and the white power that freezes them up. And on top of that, you have like I think it's 8 levels. You need to be sort of like Mega Man powers. You need to figure out which level to do that gives you the sword, which actually looks exactly the fucking same. There's no different. You're the same sword. It looks exactly the same. Can be used on the bosses in a certain order, and it would give you another one. And so you go through the levels, going each one to get to the boss. And there's some, was it Arabia? I don't know. One of them was like misery. It's misery so freaking hard, and I cannot understate how hard this damn game is. It is a brutal freaking nightmare, and you on top of that, you pretty much need 2 players to do it. And so what we got the modern equivalent? Is that Ninja Gaiden Sigma freaking 2-player? No, it can't be that bad, but it's bad. It is rough. I actually like the music. It's very unique and weird, and the levels are kind of cool. They have this cool, each one has a distinct sort of like musical theme and all that stuff like that. But it's one of those things that this game should be a whole lot better than it actually turns out. And I don't remember who made this, but dude, they pissed me off. This is something that probably, if they had made a sequel, it might have been a whole shit ton better. But no sequels were made, as far as I know, anyway. Or they didn't call it 8 Eyes. You don't call it 9 Eyes, Kitty? That'd be a perfect name of a sequel. It's one more eye, so it's 9. But I only recommend this as a novelty thing. And then one of those things you sit around with your friends, hey man, you just play some random shit on the emulator, and you're pretending like you're picking the random numbers, but really you're going and picking the antagonistic game to troll the other player. It's like, here man, you could be the bird. You could get on my back and get off and try to fight these dudes and do inkling poke damage to them shits and get your ass kicked, and you feel like you don't have control at all. It's kind of like being the bird on Duck Hunt. It's going to get your ass kicked. But anyway, I recommend it as a novelty to try this thing out. It's a very unique game, and it's uniquely bad.